The spa at Vals in the Grisons canton of Switzerland, built by Peter Zumthor between 1993 and 1996. Nestled in the heart of a pleasant valley, the village of Vals has been exploiting a hot water spring since the last century. The Valser Wasser, bottled by this factory, is sold throughout the country. In the 1960s, a German property developer built a hotel complex with 270 rooms spread between 5 buildings. He even planned to build an airport. Instead, he went bankrupt. In 1986, the village bought up the hotels and decided to build a hydrotherapy center to attract a new clientele. The members of the commission nominated by the village to oversee the new project had no preconceived ideas about the shape or function of the building. Only one thing was certain: it would be located between the 5 existing hotel buildings at the very source of the spring. The commission, including a local quarry operator, the forest warden, the manager of the ski lifts, and a worker at the bottling factory, would turn out to be what architects call a strong customer. Rejecting the ideas of civil engineering firms in Zurich, it took the risk of putting the village in debt to the tune of millions and of picking an architect who had virtually never built anything, Peter Zumthor.
Und dann kam dann langsam die Idee, dass wenn wir das Baden an diesem Ort...
It slowly dawned on me that if you reconsider the idea of bathing, and if you think of the hot spring, you can design a building that is more in harmony with the topography and geology of a place, and not just with the immediate aspect of its surroundings.
Mit dem formalen Aussehen des unmittelbaren Nachbars. Das heißt, irgendwann entsteht dann die Idee zu sagen, das ist ein Bad.
The idea came to me of a bath born of the mountains, just like the hot spring is born of the mountains. The water gushes out there, and that also has its dimension in geological time. I don't know exactly, but we know that there are millions of years behind this.
Das heißt, das gab uns die Möglichkeit, eine Haltung.
So, that gives us the possibility of thinking that this building has always been there, before all the others.
Bevor alle anderen Bauten gebaut wurden, so.
To avoid spoiling the view of the guests in the main hotel, the commission refused to allow the architect to build upwards. He responded to this imperative by sinking his building into the slope. The flat roof, covered with grass, makes the building blend in with the landscape. Only the geometrical pattern reveals its presence. The only facade of the spa facing the mountain is built in stone, gneiss from the local quarry, used for centuries now for the roofs of chalets in Vals. A crystalline stone that can be worked in thin slabs and stands up well to differences in temperature. The facade is interrupted by wide openings, windows and terraces. No doors. To enter the building, you have to use the main hotel and follow a corridor in the basement that passes through the mountain. The spa area revolves around two large, irregularly shaped pools, one in the center of the building, the other in the open air. With its high walls, the outer pool seems to be carved out of the mountain. Flat stones and benches just below the surface make it look like a natural pool, a pool fed by the hot spring, at 32 degrees centigrade, just like the indoor pool. Moving from one to the other means passing from an open space to a more intimate space with its play of shadows and light. The spa can accommodate 150 people, hotel guests with free access, the village inhabitants with privileged access, and day visitors. A new and younger clientele, less well off, comes to vows to relax, rest, and attain a certain physical well-being, rather than seek a cure from the waters.